Okay, Coach. Well, first opened way back in 1972. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium, part of the Truman Sports Complex here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Yellow, yellow. Mark the blue ladies. Hey, Ripley. 15.
Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Check nine.
On first down, Charles. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You ain't got nothing.
Mike's 5'4".
50, yellow.
You ready? Echo.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
We got double up. Yellow. Hey, Ripley.
Delta. Pilot 64, weak.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Watch twist.
Attack.
On first down, Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Who that? Check.
Hey, 57.
Scene 6.
Hey, color.
Mike's 59. Blue there. Kill up, team spell. Kill.
Yellow.
Trick.
Let's get my
They'll run from the gun with Charles. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I don't need to.
Mike, check. 59.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 21. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Kansas City touchdown. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
65, 65, 65. Check it back. Shift. Tighten up.
Big Griffin.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
54. Watch twitch.
Hey, Sam off.
Check hot. Bang. You got tape.
Get it.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Ready up.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Move.
Move.
And that'll set them back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 33. You can't block me.
Hey, check Mike 33.
Drop deep. Mike, Check 33.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
First down, Bengals.
Here we go, here we go. 30 base.
Watch one, watch one. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Bengal first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Bengals nothing.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check. Hey, check 24.
Mixon with a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Down. 10-2 stop.
59, 59. You're not ready. Shoot. Check 43. Check 24.
Recon. 132 fighter. Hit it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bentley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very fickle man.
On the set.
33. Silver.
Gone.
Switch.
Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Hey, 43.
Charles. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
A 2-yard gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready?
They'll drop to throw.
Got you, boy. Got you, boy.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Set.
59. Mike's 59.
Get that quarterback key, man. Get that quarterback key. Hey, wahoo. Check, forget it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that'll make our score 14-7. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Oh, look at the juke. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best 1-yard runs I've seen.
Yellow. Come on, Eddie.
Check, 59. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll run on 1st down. It's Charles. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yo.
Hey, Ribbles.
Check, 59.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Rush in.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
36.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
We got 4.
Hey, high 7.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On second down, Mixon. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Yellow.
At the 22-yard line.
54. Let's go, baby. Return up.
Hey, 43, 15.
High 7. Let's go. Time go.
From the 22, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 31. Check 31.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Single.
Hey, Foxtrot.
2nd and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense.
80 weapon. 80 weapon.
You. Check.
Yellow. Attack. Check 13.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
64, weak. Chance. Hey, orbit.
Right there, 54.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 42. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now he'll pull it, and he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Go. 33.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Oh, yeah.
Complete to Joe Mixon. A 7-yard gain on the play.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Watch safety creep.
General West.
Safety's creeping.
Get it.
Back to throw here. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is. I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they've put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Yellow. 59. Mike to 59. He can't hang.
On 1st down, Charles. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looking for Kelsey on the deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, Zoo.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bengals on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Bravo.
Mike check 33. 33.
They'll set up to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Bengals are in for 6. Bullet good on the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
42, Bengals 14. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Mahomes going to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, Nixon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
8 read. 80 weapon.
Army. He's coming. We got double up.
Buzz.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike.
Let go.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10.
Watch twist. Check.
Topper. Hey, Haywood.
They'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Ready?
Check Mike 33.
Let's get this ball back to the offense.
Hey, exit. Play.
33.
Ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run on first down. It's Charles, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now second and 7 from the 23.
Switch.
Yellow. 15.
Hey, watch the ship.
Again, it's Charles. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I'ma shine out, working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touch.